But for years kasi, I looked for love in people who don't even match my energy. I tried to vibe with people who don't have the same vibes as me. I tried to get the approval of men I didn't even really like. All because they kinda like me first. My heart would say, baka naman okay na yan. At least may effort. Hi, I'm Feline. A teacher, leader, and lifelong learner. Welcome to Filling the Blanks, a space to pause and make sense of life's in-betweens, where purpose, meet patience, and clarity is found in reflection. So take a breath and let's fill in the blanks together. Welcome to Filling the Blanks, the podcast where we fill life's missing pieces, one honest story at a time. For today's blank, ay nako, tricky to. For the longest time kasi, if you ask me, where do you find love? Diba? Ang laman ng tanong, no? Pero ito yung sagot ko. Kung sinong available, sweet, predictable, yun na. Medyo basic, medyo safe, at medyo trap me every single time. Hi guys, it's Feline again. And today, we are going to talk about my quote-unquote favorite weakness. Men. Soft opening pa lang. Disaster na agad, no? But seriously, if you have been following this journey, you'll probably know where I am good at. Work, purpose, taking on leadership roles, etc., etc. But when it comes to love life, my heart will be like, error 404, standards not found. Kakahiya. But for years kasi, I looked for love in people who don't even match my energy. I tried to vibe with people who don't have the same vibes as me. I tried to get the approval of men I didn't even really like. All because they kinda like me first. My heart would say, baka naman okay na yan. At least may effort. Let me expose myself just a little bit. I kinda fall for men who are kind of too easy to like at first. You know the type. Attentive, sweet, predictable. It feels like there's a routine, like clockwork. Feels safe, no? Kasi it's all good vibes. At first, they do small gestures that make your day, send you messages that make you feel that they get you, that they feel the same way. You know, tamang timpla, di ba? Just the right amount of attention. Nakakatrap yan. And suddenly, before I even realize it, boom! Ano yun? My heart is already in the game. But here is the catch. Once you are hooked, the rules change. The attentiveness become inconsistent. The sweetness turns into withdrawal. The predictability? Gone. And just like that, you are trapped in the game you did not even sign up for. It's the kind of game where your brain knows the signs, but your heart ignores it. And somehow, you're crying over a text, the radio silence, that one-word reply. It's funny and tragic at the same time. But that is the reality. Because the moment you are smiling at small gestures, and the next, you are evaluating your life's choices. And yes, I fall for that trap over and over again. Why? Because sometimes, the game is so cleverly disguised as a safe place. Safe love. That I don't see the warning signs until I'm in too deep. Basically, there is romantic intensity but zero intention. And the moment they faint, grabe. The withdrawal hurts more than the sweetness ever mattered. Minsan may comment pa, di ba, na yung hindi mo pa masyadong gusto. Tapos, binigyan mo ng chance. And then biglang nawala. Parang mas masakit siya sa ego. Kasi ikaw na nga yung nagbigay ng chance. In the end, parang ikaw pa yung mas nasaktan. Kasi nga, error 404, standards not found. Hindi ko sinasabing hindi tayo nagbibigay ng chances. I've heard so many beautiful love stories that emanated from giving someone a chance. But there has to be qualifiers. And that we can discuss later on. In essence, ito yung cycle ng nagiging mga love life ko. It starts with attention, then there comes attachment, and then there comes withdrawal, and then wreckage. So, may naiiwang luhaan. Could be both, Could be either one. Iba-iba naman ang kwento niyan every time. But the bad thing here is that I volunteered for it every single time. Looking back, tinanong ko din yung sarili ko, why do I keep choosing these men? The answer? Because I kept finding love in people who don't even love themselves. Because they don't really know what love is. How can someone lead a relationship if they cannot even lead themselves? Medyo mabigat to, no? I'm talking about this because men are the natural leaders in any relationship. Women are reciprocators. So whatever is given to us, we multiply tenfold. That's how it is. Yes, there are special circumstances where sometimes the roles are reversed, but that is a different topic. This is a general role that has been assigned to us from the moment we were created in this world. In the setting of romantic partnership, the man is usually the one leading. So important qualifier siya that as women should be asking. Diba? In our head, observing the person we are seeing, itong taong to ba? Nalilid niya yung life niya. Paano mo malaman yon? Look at the fruit. Ano bang output niya in general? Diba? How is his work life? His personal life? Maybe relationship with siblings, kung meron, parents, close friends. Depends on the circles that he is running in. Next, how can someone protect my heart when they can't even protect their peace? You know those people who love to create chaos? Pag masyadong tahimik, hindi nila kaya. Parang dapat laging may something going on. That's a clear sign. They can't even protect their peace, or they can't even be at peace, actually. And how can someone show up for me when they haven't shown up for themselves? Yan, medyo mabigat yan. I realized I kept pouring on empty cups, only to realize that what I thought was a cup was actually a colander. It has holes in it. It's empty. Walang future. Walang laman. Walang direction. In the end, they just become distractions. Distractions from the life I should be living, the season I should be in, my career maybe, ministry work, maybe sports, and anything else that I should be doing at that moment or at that point in my life. So ito na yung next part na medyo funny pero medyo tragic. Ano yun? Unhealthy love does not affect just your emotions. Nakaka-apekto siya sa work, literal. Imagine, I'm doing my best. I have projects, business. Sobrang focused ko, locked in. This is my task. This is what I'm doing. Tapos, boom, biglang naka-receive ka ng text. A one-word or a one-letter response. That letter K. Di ba parang, it's like a bullet hitting you. Nakakatawa yon. Pero, di ba, one single letter can shake the core of your being. Bigla kang nagre-reevaluate ng buhay mo ngayon. Diba? One letter, but the impact, alam mo na eh. Small message, pero bigla kang naka-state of emergency. Yung heart mo biglang di mo na maintindihan anong nangyayari. Ako mismo, I have wasted days, weeks, sometimes months, in fixing or saving relationships I should not be in, actually. I dimmed my light so they won't feel insecure. I carried emotional weight that was not mine in the first place. And that's when I realized something. If love makes you smaller, that is not love. Honestly, detour yan. And nakakapagod siya. The detours, the side quests. Bakit pa, diba? I want to go back to my main storyline. What am I here for? Another question that you should be asking yourself. So now, next question is, where do I find love? Di ba mas magandang yun ang pag-usapan? So, blank is where I found love. That is the blank I'm going to fill in today. Today, my answer is different. This is the part where a musician would probably do an emotional spiel before the music hits. And then, intro music na. I found love in purpose. It is the thing that grounds me and reminds me of who I really am. I found love in work. And it's not because it replaces romance, but more like it gives me meaning, as in I find joy in it. I found love in friendships, Friendships that are stable, consistent, friendships with genuine love and care for each other. I found love in becoming whole. Not perfect, just whole. And I found love in God's timing. The quiet kind, the gentle kind, the wait, this makes sense now kind. Love did not appear in men. It appeared in alignment. My next question would be, love and work, kaya ba pagsabayin? Well, ang sagot ko dyan ay, depende. Bakit? Siyempre, depende dun sa kind of love that you're talking about. Love normally is adventurous if the person you are with supports your purpose. So it's important that your purpose is aligned. You're walking parallel, di ba? Or running parallel. Going there. Kasi, pag hindi aligned yung purpose niyo, there is one who will really dim his or her light to make way for the other. Magkaiba iba yon sa pinag-uusapan nating may season na say for example, let's talk about married life, no? One of the spouses decides to stay home. Yung isa mag-work muna because the kids are small. No one will take care of the kids, especially pag nasa ibang bansa. Diba? Daycare is quite expensive. Nannies are so expensive. Sometimes, the career talaga would take a back seat or the ministry, kung ministry worker yung person. That's different. That's a seasonal thing. But your purpose and mission have to be aligned for you to be good partners. You support each other in it. Kasi hindi tignan yung purpose isa. Yung mission nyo aligned. Hindi nakadetour na may napapalayo. It's not going to work when it's like that. And that relationship will be disastrous to you if it distracts you from who you are supposed to be. So, yun yung point ng example ko kanina. Bakit? Love should not compete with your calling. Love should not make your world smaller. And love should not derail you of the person you are becoming. If love is real, your work gets better. Your self-esteem becomes stronger. And your path becomes clearer. Paano naman if love is wrong? Even your dreams feel heavy. You know that feeling when you are so restless? Wala namang nangyayari, diba? Even when you're resting at night, you can't sleep well. Something in your gut is telling you something is wrong. Diba? That's your discernment talking. Sa surface, mukhang wala eh. Mukhang okay naman lahat. Steady. Yun, diba? Pero ganun ba talaga? You have to listen to your heart. You have to listen to your mind. Those two should be aligned with what God is saying to you. And how will you know that? Of course, you have to get to know God first. I don't want to sound preachy or churchy, but that is the essence of it. Because God is love. And that's how you will find out what real love is. By getting to know the one who is love. Now, I encourage all of you to also be at a space where I am now. To reclaim your narrative. Your story. Stop asking, who will love me? Instead, ask yourself, will this love protect my purpose or take me away from it? Does this man in front of me see me or just the idea of me? Tough question, but you should have an answer to it. Am I choosing love or just craving attention? Because you know what? Real love, it expands you. Real love partners with your purpose. Real love feels light. Not perfect, but light. And that is the kind of love that I choose now. This is fill in the blanks. And remember, not every blank has to be filled with a person. Some blanks are meant for you to complete. And some blanks, are waiting for God's best. The right person, my kingdom partner, to fill the blanks when the time is right. Until then, the love story I am writing is first and foremost about me. And maybe, just maybe, that is where the adventure begins. Thank you for tuning in to Fill in the Blanks. If today's conversation spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it too. Follow the show on Spotify or YouTube and join me again as we continue to fill in the blanks, one story at a time.